Hi guys, William Morris here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new library from Man Makes Noise called Transmissions. So this library is made for Omnisphere 2, and it will take up around 700 megabytes of your hard drive space. It's currently on intro pricing at €15, and that will move to a full price of €25. So the library is divided into what I call a sort of toolkit format. So here we have our patches divided into textures. We have some different synths. We have synth basses, monosynths and polysynths, and we've also got some ARPs and some synth shorts. So this library's been made from sort of various different noise sources, a lot of synth stuff, and it's got this really kind of sci-fi vibe, but not a kind of clean futuristic sci-fi, more sort of grainy kind of old school sci-fi sort of thing. But let's jump into the patches, and hopefully I'll be able to show you through some of the sounds. I'm going to start out in textures soundscape, and you can see the patch list here. Not a huge amount, but I mean, really, I think for this kind of style, there is everything you need in there. So let's take a listen to this first one, Chandra. And you hear those distortions coming in. I'm actually activating those with the aftertouch on my keyboard. So a really nice thing about this library is it's had sort of really expressive things added to it, and you can generally do those through the mod wheel, aftertouch, or the breath control. So if I sort of play a bit higher up, you get to hear that. So I can kind of choose with the aftertouch pressure how much of that distortion is coming through. And it's also got some control on the mod wheel as well. This textures one, they're quite sort of reasonably full frequency and quite kind of busy, if that makes sense, even for a texture, so they tend to be played nicely with just a couple of notes at most. But yeah, really cool sound. I think everything, Transmissions is a great name for this. It makes me think of, you know, like sci-fi and sort of lost signals and transmissions going through the air kind of thing. Alrighty, so that's the first one. I'm not going to do everything, just going to go through a few just to give you an idea. This one's called Europa. It's a really nice amount of sub on a lot of these as well. They go really low. Let's try something a bit higher up. And that's introducing the mod wheel. mod wheel's introducing all that kind of cool feedback stuff over the top. Again, really moody, kind of puts you instantly in a cinematic kind of mind frame. Let's try another one. I love these. There's always like some little thing happening, but they're kind of great for I'd say scoring mainly, because it's kind of got enough going on, but not something that's going to, you know, kind of really jump out of your cue and ruin that mood that you've set, kind of thing. And being able to add the little expressive things yourself with the mod wheel and aftertouch is really nice. Kind of puts you in control of when you want it to intensify or change in some way. All right, let's do a couple more. This one's Kepler. Yeah, I love that. It's got those kind of cool bit crusher stuff going on. All right, let's do one more of these and then we'll move on. As you can see there, it says the aftertouch thins everything out, so it's kind of filtered. You lose all that low end. And we can mod wheel up into the base layer. Nice. Yeah, I love these textures, they're really cool. All right, so that's the texture soundscape. Let's go on to the playable ones. And these ones, they're just a little more like chord and pad kind of friendly, I'd say. Let's start off at the top. This one's called Da Vinci. Yeah, I love it. I feel like I could score a new Alien movie with these. Let's try another one, Gemini. This one reacts a lot to velocity, so it gets kind of really ominous when you give it that harder sort of touch. That's nice and soft there at the bottom. Yeah, mod wheels adding that kind of really flange sound on the top. Cool, love it. Let's try another one, Juno. So mod wheels adding distortion on this one. Probably hear that a bit more higher up. Yeah, nice, really cool. This is the playable category, but they're still not sort of, you know, you're not going to be kind of jamming out fast passages with them, else it'll just turn into a bit of a mess. But they do have a bit more, yeah, sort of playable aspect to them. Go with Lunar Outpost. Lovely stuff, yeah. If you ever want to do anything sci-fi based or anything with alien planets and odd textures going on. I think it's definitely going to be the library you want to use. Let's do one more. Let's try SETI. That sounds cool. Yeah, nice. Alright, so that's some of the textures. Let's move on to the shorts. Most of these have the option to also turn on the ARP, and they've already had something programmed in. As default, it's turned off, but it's kind of nice, just a little option there for you. So this one's got mod wheel and aftertouch as well. Yeah, so you get that kind of little distorted push on the aftertouch. Let's try the mod wheel. That's cool. Some of these mod wheel ones, they take a little bit of time to sort of come through. But yeah, really nice. I love these kind of like soft synth ARP kind of sounds. Let's try another one. This one's Grail. Cool, I love it. Let's do another one. Lucy. I seem to remember like a Luc Besson film called Lucy, kind of sci-fi one. That's cool. Let's do one more and then we'll move on. Come on, try this on Tess. Yeah, nice. I really like that. See, I think a sign of a good library is when you can kind of play something straight away and it just instantly inspires you to kind of play something else. And I know these are like super simple parts because I'm just kind of messing around with it, but it's a great thing to have if it kind of gives you other ideas. All right, so that's some of the shorts. Let's go into the synth polys. Yeah, it gets pretty intense on the top with the mod wheel there. But it's nice having kind of all that control. You can keep it, you know, pretty simple or make it as intense as you want to. Let's try another one, Aura. That's really nice. There's some kind of really beautiful ones in here as well as sort of the darker ones, which is a nice mix and cool for sci-fi. Let's try Dart. So again, mod wheels kind of adding that sort of flangey stuff to the top. Do a couple more. I'll try Mercury. Nice, let's move on and try some of the monosynths. Cool, it's a bit more synthy, that one. There's definitely some kind of more lead sounds in the mono and the poly section. Let's do a couple more of these. Let's try this one. Oh, nice, love that. Yeah, I love that. It's really cool. Let's try this one, Hitomi. Nice. All right, let's do one more and then we'll move on to the basses. Some mod wheel. Really cool kind of feedback thing going on. Yeah, nice, really cool. All right, so let's try some synth basses. Yeah, that's nice. Lovely and ominous. Let's try turning the ARP on for this one. I'm just going to try the mod wheel and aftertouch for this as well. So that's aftertouch adding the distortion. Some mod wheel. Yeah, nice. It's cool that the ARPs are sort of programmed really sort of simply as well. They're nice kind of simple patterns that are going to work with a lot of stuff, and because it's all there in the Omnisphere engine, it just leaves you space to embellish if you need to. All right, let's try another one. listen to the ARP one. So yeah, again, just really nice, cool, simple patterns. Great kind of pulse to sit under a cue. Let's try another one. And let's have a listen to the ARP. So just introducing a bit more distortion with the mod wheel. Nice. Let's do one more of these. Yeah, nice. Adding all that kind of intensity into it. It's really fun. All right, final category, and that is the ARPs. So obviously pretty much anything in this you can ARP up anyway, because we're in Omnisphere and we've got the ARP engine. But these are kind of, yeah, pre-programmed ones. So yeah, really kind of cool subtle pulses. ARP length is on the mod wheel. Nice. Let's try another one. And I'm just adding that wah and delay with the aftertouch. Nice. Okay, let's do one in Vision. Yeah, so top of the mod wheel, you got that kind of bell sound coming in, which is cool. Let's do another one. It's probably the biggest category, this one, the ARPs one. It's nice. I wonder what that other layer is, the kind of bubbly sounding. Yeah, it's kind of more that B layer. The A one on its own is pretty cool. Lots of wobbliness in the synth there, which is really cool. Let's try one more. Yeah, nice, really moody. This library also comes with a little bonus edition, which is this kind of drum pulse kind of library. So I'll just show you these quickly. As you can see, there's only a few patches for this one, and they're all based off the same thing. But let's just have a little listen. So really nice kind of pulse stuff. A lot of it's programmed on the ARP pattern here, as you can see. But great sounds. Let's try another one, constant pinger. So yeah, it gives you an idea. It's all kind of, yeah, cool sort of pulsy stuff, great for underscores in your cues or just sort of moments where you want to keep a little bit of movement going. Yeah, and great patterns as well. Nice simple kind of bubbles that can just work away in the background as you're planning your move to the next bit of the scene. Nice. Yeah, this is a really kind of cool little addition. It goes well with the rest of the stuff. So yeah, overall, I really like this library. It's kind of right up my street because I love sci-fi stuff, and it's kind of that style of sci-fi that I really like as well. If anyone's ever seen the Duncan Jones film Moon, I think it's kind of that sort of vibe, really. Everything has a lot of character and this really kind of worn feel to it, which I really like, but I appreciate it might be sort of a quite specific sound this is going for. But this is what I call a sort of great niche character library. It does a certain set of things incredibly well, and there isn't, you know, thousands of patches. There's only 100 total, and it's really nice kind of browsing. There's no sort of filler to have to go through. I know for some people having it in Omnisphere might be a bit annoying because obviously you need Omnisphere to run it, but it does have some advantages there because I think, you know, you've got access to all the sound sources, you've got access to all the individual layers. Everything's really editable. You can change all the ARPs up, all the effects can come on and off. And it's just, yeah, it's nice to be able to have that control over it. It sounds great out of the box, but obviously, you know, it's nice to be able to tweak as well. I love that all the patches have this expression you can add with the mod wheel and the aftertouch. It's really nicely implemented and it feels really intuitive to kind of play as well. It's dead easy to do, you know, just press down harder on the key or move the mod wheel up and down and you've got yourself some extra expression and intensity to add to the sounds. I honestly don't really have any negatives for this one. I couldn't really think of anything going through. I always try and come up with something where I think there could be an improvement, but I think for what it is and for the price especially, it's, you know, if you're into this sound and you want to do these type of cues, it's a great option. I've actually already found a home for a couple of these sounds in a new project I'm working on, so I know this is going to be one I use for the future. I'm actually really hoping I get to work on some sci-fi stuff just to be able to use it. So yeah, wonderful library, really nice stuff. So I hope you guys have found this review helpful. If you have any other questions, anything you want to know, just let me know in the comments. If not, I'll see you again on the next one.